It's all Irish. You know what kind of fish they have in Baku?
Negative stat, Sergeant. Hey, Rucker. Rucker, you conscious? Get back in the game, man. Stay with me.
Nice play, Rucker. That is some of the finest driving I've ever seen. Right there until the end. Hit the light pack.
Oh, shit. The seat won't budge. Then, Sergeant.
Irish, the worst thing we can do in a situation like this is panic.
Talk like that, man. You scare the crap out of me. Pack, help me move this seat, man. We're still sinking. Shit. I'll get you out of here, Doug. You hear me?
How, man? The doors are stuck shut.
Shit!
This wasn't how it's supposed to happen, Irish. Wrecker, take my gun.
The fuck are you thinking,
Yours
Doug?
now.
The fuck are you thinking?
For the wolf to survive, it's got to chew off its own leg.
Fire! Negative, don't do it!
Now, Wrecker, shoot out the window.
That's an order! Don't you fucking do it, Wrecker!
Save yourselves. Get out of here. Get out of here!
Fucking bull!
Hey guys, it's Shaggy at YouTube here. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and that's a comparison of two campaigns. I know a lot of you came from Call of Duty to Battlefield 1 and haven't played many or if any of the older Battlefields. Personally, Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4 are not my favorite I've ever played. Battlefield 3 was my favorite. So I'm gonna be trying to give you all a unbiased opinion in every nook and cranny that distinguished the two and made one or the other better. So I hope you guys enjoy. This video is a little bit different than what I do on my channel, so I hope that you guys enjoy. If you did, drop a like on it, and feel free to smash that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. I upload everyday content to the best of my ability. So to start talking about the game a little bit, Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1 are two completely different games. They are made by the same people, but there's a lot of things in Battlefield 1 that I like, and a lot of things in Battlefield 4 that are better in different ways, and vice versa. When you look at historical relevance, or whatever you want to call it, you would have to give it to Battlefield 1. Because Battlefield 1 was based off of World War I, and it just tries to go every bit of it as historical as possible. The campaigns and the people may be made up, I'm not sure. I don't think they are, but they may be. But anyways, you would have to give it to Battlefield 1, because Battlefield 1 is as historical as you can get in a video game. That is. And Battlefield 4 was a game based on a false war that never happened, but it could happen. That's the entire presence of Battlefield 4, and that's about all there is to it. Now when it comes to the weapons and stuff, there's a ton of weapons, but they're all historically accurate in both games. And you cannot give a 100% comparison on either game on the historical gun comparison, I guess you could say. I have played through both campaigns extensively, multiple times, to try to get every single trophy I could in both of the games, because I wanted the trophies I'm a trophy hunter. I like having them trophies on my trophy wall or whatever you could say. And just to say, I've played through the game extensively. Now, in just a second, we'll get to some Battlefield 1 gameplay, just to show you all the comparison. But what I gotta say about this game is it feels more of a shoot 'em up type of game, and it makes you feel like a badass, where as in Battlefield 1 it gives you the feels a little bit, and it makes you feel like you're in the war, and it makes you feel like you're there inside the game. So as far as immersive, then I would have to give it to Battlefield 1, because it just does a really good job at making you feel like, yeah dude, I'm there, I'm actually firing the gun and making my team helpful and making myself useful. And when it comes to a team in Battlefield 4, you have a team, but they're useless. You'll see in just a second what I'm talking about. They'll walk right behind you, and nobody will be firing at them, or they'll even fire at them and just pretty much stare at them. So that about does it for the Battlefield 4 part of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this part, and comment down below what you think of Battlefield 4. Do you think that my comments are accurate, or do you think my comments are stupid? So let's get into Battlefield 1. The first part of campaign in Battlefield 1 is, it just shows you the craziness that happened in World War I, and it really makes you feel like you're there. And the other Battlefields, you know, they did a okay job at that, but it wasn't the best. And Battlefield 1 just makes you feel like that. However, I didn't really like the aspect that the first part of the campaign is practically made to make you die. You hold off as long as you can, and you could technically die right here and it would not matter. It just doesn't matter if you die or not on this part, because like I said, it's made to make you die. Now later on in the campaign it isn't like that. I just don't like the aspect that it does that. And I'm gonna trim this up a little bit, because when I play the first part of this campaign, I like to just see how long I can hold off the enemies without dying. So if you see a little bit of cuts in there, that's why. But later on in the campaign, they've done something they've never done before, to the best of my knowledge. Like I said, I have played all the Battlefields before, but they're a little bit old and my memory is not as fresh as it is for Battlefield 4. But they made you do this weird thing where you gotta switch characters, and it really makes you want to, it really prepares you for the online mode. In all the Battlefields, they were decent about that, but they didn't prepare you as well as Battlefield 1 does. Because Battlefield 1 allows you to fly a plane, Battlefield 1 allows you to drive a tank and be a foot soldier, and blah blah blah. So you do get that going for you. So what I'm saying is it prepares you for multiplayer a lot better than any of the other Battlefields do. Cause the other Battlefields, you got to play a tank very shortly. You got to play foot soldier pretty much 90% of the time, and it didn't really prepare you for the multiplayer version of Battlefield, which is pretty much the only reason why you get a game nowadays, is multiplayer. And you know, when you're playing a really good multiplayer game, you want to be able to know how to do stuff. And I think that Battlefield 1 does a very good job at preparing you for that. Battlefield 4 was a great game, but it doesn't allow you to play the multiplayer in Battlefield. But what I gotta say about Battlefield 1, this isn't really a whole campaign mode type of thing, but in Battlefield 4 they had this thing called the training ground, where you could fly around every single one of the helos. You could test out every single one of the guns, because they were just laying there on a firing range and stuff like that. And that helped you get prepared. It helped me get extremely good in helicopters, except for there was nothing trying to shoot you back, which kind of sucked. Like, it'd be cooler if something like that was on Battlefield 1, but your buddies could play around with you on that. Because, you know, shooting at a target that doesn't move is a little bit easier than flying around and hitting a target that is trying to hit you back, you know what I mean? Powered by a player. Like I said, when it comes to the campaign in Battlefield 1, it does a really good job at making you get in the fields and feel like you're doing something right or wrong. It really brings the human aspect point to Battlefield. You know, and all the other ones, like I said, it pretty much makes you feel like a badass. And it makes you feel like you're unstoppable and you can't be touched. But in this one, it really brings the human aspect to it. And it makes you feel like, you know, your buddies are your buddies, and you're really trying 100% to make sure your buddies don't die. And in just a second, there's a clip, and it's gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. When you get hit with the gas and you put your mask on, I don't know if you all really notice this, but this guy right here, he's walking around with his gun to his side, and your buddy just comes up and knifes him in the fucking back. He was just done with battle, and it really gets you in the feels if you notice that, because it shows you the human aspect, and it tells you throughout the campaign, behind every gun sight is just a man. and behind every man is pretty much a soul, I guess you could say. And nobody is, should be anyways, happy with killing people, because we are not programmed to kill. Like I said, we are programmed to be a person and to have a soul behind a gun sight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like on it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for everyday content. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.
We push. Every once in a while, we push hard enough that the light breaks through the clouds. It's in a world beyond the war glimmers, just out of reach. The war is the world, and the world is the war. But behind every gun sight is a human being. We are those people. We are the jaded, we are the naive, we are the honorable and the criminal. We are the bound for legend and the lost to history. We are the knights of the sky, the ghosts